As I was saying that, I jinxed myself. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start my Tabata, which is basically I have to do 10-second on, 10-second, or 20-second on, 10-second off, and try and do as many as possible. So in the next 4 minutes, I'm not gonna be able to reach out, okay? Well, I'll try. Yeah. All right, so start with 10-second break, and then do 3, 2, 1, go, 1. Oh no, that's the 10-second break, and I wanna record how many I do at a time. 10-second break, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. I'm gonna stop at about 17. And 10-second break, because I want to do as many as possible later as well. 2, 3. I'm doing 8 rounds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And my score will be my lowest score out of the 8 rounds that I do, which is why I want to pace myself a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 3 down, 5 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Have the bird stuff? I don't think so. 10 seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 to go. I need a trainer that can push you harder. You want to see some sweat? I've been working with a trainer for the last 7 years. This is the trainer's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is what the trainer tailors for me every time I work out. You're telling me that I'm currently doing over 150 sit-ups in less than 4 minutes, and that's not enough. That's not pushing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. One more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. Okay, so 17 is. Is that terrible for my back? Not if you're doing it straight. So currently I'm doing it like I'm pushing it towards the end, but you're supposed to do it like, if you're doing it slowly, then you can kind of see that my back is straight the whole time. So if you're curving, obviously, like, yeah. I don't know if I was curving towards the end of it, because I was trying to make it I'll try to make the maximum, but normally if I see myself doing it, then the back is not curved like this, it's straight. So it looks like the wall is loading. In the last 4 minutes, I did 136 reps. I guess I could have done more. But today I'm not feeling very good. I've done more. Cause like I've done 200 of these on stream before, but also I think I had more time in between. But yeah. Maybe just your back sucks. Office desk slouch syndrome. Yeah, so what I do is I do a lot of back stretches before I start working out. Right now, my workout is over, and all I want to do is just lay down and do nothing. Which is why I do all of my back stretches and stuff at the beginning of the exercise. So like, do I practice sitting? I don't. So I'll do a lot of like back stuff, you know. I was doing this earlier. This is the advanced form, but I do a little bit of the back bends, which is like, you do this. And then I'll do something like this as well. That actually helps a lot. This is the easier version of what I just did. But at this moment, this is the last thing I want to do right now. I just want to lay down and like sleep. Digest the food that I ate, maybe. So yeah, I'll do these ones. And that's good for your back. And mine. Hi, why not? I just want to like, my legs are shot, like, it's like shutting down right now. I ate before working out. Yeah, I wanted to, well, it's because of the stream, right? I wanted to show you guys how I make my breakfast and then work out. But I made the mistake of eating too much before working out, so yeah. And like right now I'm kind of dying, but you always also want to keep your back straight. So that's it for my home workout. Yay! That was actually a stretch. Feels nice. Where am I from? That's a loaded question. What do I say? Do I say I'm from the US? Or do I say what I know where you really from, which is like Korean American? Sorry. Yeah, I ate just before working out. It'll stop someday, the burping. But that's basically like my body telling me, you should probably stop. You're eating so much before working out. But yeah. What else? So tomorrow I actually might do a leg workout. Should I do a leg workout? If I go to the gym, then like today is it was supposed to be a heavy weightlifting day for my legs, but instead I did like more cardio based, more high intensity, which is not so much for muscle building, to be honest. I just didn't want to go outside. Just stay home training. You see my workout menu in the back. Yeah. Workout menu. You can call it that. Are you from China? Loud obnoxious voice. Dude, do you know? Okay, I actually would get more offended if actual Chinese people didn't think and ask the same thing in Chinese. I'm like, sorry, I don't speak Chinese. The worst is actually, I get more offended, I guess, if I'm like, if they're like, oh, where are you from? And I say, oh, I'm from like DC, you know? And they're like, no, where are you really from? I'm like, Korea. And they go, oh, I know this one guy, his name is John, and I used to play golf with him. Do you know who that is? He's also from Korea. I'm like, you know, one person out of millions of people that may or may have not been from Korea. And you expect me to know this person, because all Asians, you know, Asians are actually not a minority. If you look at it from like global perspective, there's actually, the Chinese there's a shit ton of them. There's more Chinese people than Americans. Americans are about 350 million, and Chinese themselves are 1 billion. And if you count Indians, which are also Asians, but not Eastern Asian, then Asians actually outnumber Americans by a shit ton. And they're like, oh, you know, they think you're a minority. It's kind of funny. You know John, good guy. Flex biceps. Just say you golfed with him last week. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's my dad. You would play along with it? I don't know. Flex arms. But Asians, exotic. Yeah, okay. Asian in the US might be a minority, but outside of it, because outside of America, no, actually, I used to get a little offended, but now not anymore. I don't care as much. But I do get mad at immigration officers, so I actually do travel a lot. The only time I do get mad, because they should actually know better. So a lot of times, like, they'll be holding my passport, which is literally says American. And it says I was born in Seoul, South Korea. And they, you know, some of these idiots, they're like, so, you from China? I'm like, you have my passport. You from Japan? You have my passport. No, are you Vietnamese? I'm like, oh my god, just look at the damn passport that you're holding, because you're checking it right now. And they're like, you know, you have visa? I'm like, but it's an American passport. It's an automatic stamp if you have an American passport. And they look at it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm from, you know, it says I was born in Korea. And they look at it, and they ask me a bunch of questions. And they're like, when do you go to Korea next? Because you need a visa for this. And I'm like, oh my god. It literally says, like, it's got like bald eagle and like American, the cover is American, the inside is American. It's got like the, you know, the flag and the eagle and God loves the USA thing. And they're like, ma'am, we need to check for your visa status. And I'm like, why would I be going to Korea? I don't live there anymore. You know what I mean? And I actually got held back by US immigration going into the US. They're like, we need to know why you intend to go to the US. But the guy didn't tell me that. The guy inside the little prison area told me. They asked me, they're like, so what is your intention of trying to get to the US? And I'm like, you're holding my fucking US passport. You're holding me in an American jail because I'm trying to illegally go to the US as an American citizen. You're being a racist. And they gave me my password back. Oh no, ma'am, no more questions. Have a great day. Yeah, I've actually had that happen. And I call them out. Like, you guys are all being racist right now. And I'm actually, you're wasting my time. And you're wasting your own time. And you're being racist. And they're like, okay, man, have a nice day. Yeah. You started a company selling landmines disguised as prayer mat. What the fuck? Profit. Profit. Profit, the way you spelled it with P-H-E-T, is like prophecy, you know, the ones in Bible where they fortune tell the future. Prophet, like Jesus Christ. Profit with a F-I-T is actually how much you earn through sales. If you're gonna be racist, yeah, how about you learn to spell correctly first? Don't use a race card next time. You think it makes that job more enjoyable? They're told to ask a lot of personal questions. Yeah, I don't know. Only in America, if you're not white, you're not American. Dude, I got so offended, and it was like wasting my time, honestly. She'll tell me insane questions, questioning a complete lack of common sense. She's like white US citizen, and you're telling me that she got held at the Mexico border? And they can do whatever they power trip a lot. A lot of these people, because I know personally a guy that failed high school, and he was he didn't know how to read and write correctly, and he was like a Asian rapper wannabe. Obviously he kind of failed at that, and he literally could not read or write. Like, this guy was, I would write, he couldn't text correctly. Like, even texting, he was making a lot of spelling errors with autocorrect. Autocorrect should help you. But, so he failed high school. He went to get GED, and he was struggling to get a job, but living the rapper life. And I saw him at TSA. he was one of the immigration officers. So, you know, I think he was like 21-year-old trying to pass high school, and then he failed at that. So I think he actually did get a GED, but he couldn't find a job, so he found a job. I saw him at the immigration, and I was like, I actually had to give him my passport, you know? And he was like, Jenny, oh my god, you know, I see your Facebook all the time, and, you know, you travel a lot. Can't believe, and I'm like, oh, you work here. Yeah, so. Huh? So what do I do on my channel? Just work out? I work out, I eat, I make food, and I share Korean beauty tips. And if I have a really good multiplayer game that I want to play, then I'll play that too. I was playing Gears recently. You couldn't read or write when you left high school, but it was dyslexia related, not so much that you weren't capable. Yeah, that's something that you can, there's special courses to get over. It's a learning disability, but yeah, it's a common one. It's a fairly common disability. It's disorder. Learning, what do they call it? Learning disability or learning disorder? Yeah, it's not that you're not capable. Like, it doesn't make you any less intelligent. It's just a different way of learning. And this guy, he wasn't dyslexic. He was, all in all, just the way, oh god. This guy was just, I don't know if I felt bad or whatever. It was just weird. It was not, he was not really capable. So knock on his health, so at least he had a job. Yeah, I'll give him that. He actually tried. Not having the risk of chance of seeing people you went to high school with. I don't leave the house. Oh no, he did try to sleep with me. I think that's why I have like a really weird grudge on him. Cause he had a girlfriend or like fiance or whatever, and yeah, it was weird. And he tried to sleep with me, and I was like, "Don't touch me, don't get near me. What do you want?" And I had a boyfriend at the time too, so I think that's also that compounds my distaste for this person. Huh? Is that Deep House in the background? Yeah. Where is this going? Oh, it's not that I didn't. Yeah, I mean, clearly I didn't like the guy, but not just because he was unable to graduate high school with his like IQ. I think he had a very low IQ, but also because he was just not a good human being. Thanks for the cheers, Dad. Jad. Did I just call you Dad? I'm sorry. Where did that come out? Did I ask my boyfriend to 1v1 in Rust? You produce Deep House, Tech House, and Techno. Yeah, I like it for working out. It gets me pumped up. Oh my god, that is embarrassing. I don't even call my own dad Dad. I call him Appa, which is a Korean name for dad. Mom is Amma, and dad is Appa. Hi, Appa. At some point, his dad would donate to you. At one point. Yeah, I don't like scumbags like that. Okay, so I have a really weird ability to remember every single grudge that I had. So I remember things from like, when I was like 5 years old, and that one kid who tried to use my bike out of turn. I still remember that shit. So I remember every single person who tried to sleep with me, even though they had a girlfriend or a wife, especially when I already have a boyfriend or a fiance. So I remember every single, even when I'm super drunk, I will remember it, and I will keep that distasteful action you've done for the rest of my life. I'll be like on my deathbed at the age of like 80, and I'll be like, I remember. I'll be shaking because I'm dying on my deathbed. I remember that asshole when I was having too many drinks at that one bar. Even though he's a friend of my boyfriend at the time, he tried to, yeah. I'll remember it for the rest of my dying days. So yeah, I have a lot of weird stories. Stand up. That'll cost you $35.29. Am I married? No, his name was like J-A-D. I was one letter off. So okay, my last name is No, right? When when I first met Elkie, he was drunk. And you know, like my last name is No. It's not that hard to remember. But I guess Jenny is an easier name to remember. So he remembered my name, right? He was trying to like, kind of like hit on me, you know, when we first met. And and he was like, yeah, you know, you should come travel with me sometime. Like he was trying, right? A little bit, and I was like, we just met. Like I don't know you like that, you know. We're just friends. And I asked him. we were in a taxi. We were trying to go somewhere. I was trying to find my friends, and they left already. And I don't know why I was alone in the car with him, but it was like, you know, Las Vegas, like taxi driver. So we were getting a taxi, and he was trying to like, you know, get me to go out with him on a date or something. And I was like, nah, we just met. I don't really know you. And I asked him, I was like, so do you even know my name? Because we literally, like, we just met that night, I think, like a few hours earlier. And I was like, do you even know my name? And he was like, yeah, it's Jenny. And I was like, yeah, but what's my last name? And he goes, yeah, I know your name. Your name is Jenny Ho. And the worst part is the taxi driver heard that conversation and laughed. And I was like, that's not my, you just call me a hoe? My last name is No, it's N-O. And the taxi driver started laughing. And this guy, he was on, you know how if your girlfriend's mad, you try to kiss her, you know? We were like not even on our first date. And he was like, no, I really didn't remember. I'm sorry. And he tried to kiss me. And I was like, get out of my face. You just called me a hoe. You trying to just rub a kiss out of me, you know? And I just sat like that until we got to like wherever we were going. And I got mad, you know? I was like, I just want to see my friends. The worst. This is why he was friend zoned for like a few months before. Yeah. That's why he was friend zoned. Jenny Ho. And then later he was like, I was off by one letter. I'm like, but you call me Ho. Did I know his name? He has a Wikipedia, so I cheated. But also my friends knew him. Like, I have friends that knew who he was, and he has his own Wikipedia page. So it's easier to remember somebody's name if you can Google him. Hi, Kikon. Maria Ho is not entertained by this story. What? Who dumped you over text? Dated a girl for like 2 months. Feels bad. Can't remember her last name. Shouldn't I be flattered of the poker pro? Elkie. That's my fiance. Yeah. Hi, Paul. If someone has a wiki page there or something. Yeah, I guess. But that didn't impress the fact that he thought my last name was Ho. And then he tried to, you know, steal a kiss after. Trying to make it feel better, but I'm like, I don't even know you. Stop it. No. Paul. Hi. No is, I don't know. I'm Korean, so I learned my Chinese characters of my name before, but I don't remember which one it is. You know Jenny Ho? Yeah, that no, true. I'm too sexy. Why? What do you mean? one Jenny know. Yeah, it's not really common to have my last name as a Korean. It's usually Vietnamese. But that's how we met. That's how he tried to get me by messing up my last name and trying to, what is it, cop a kiss? Is that what it is? Where am I in Europe? I'm in Prague. The center. Jenny's Instagram is 90% fancy exclusive dinners that you get to enjoy vicariously. Yeah, that's where I spend most of my money on usually, I guess. Well, LG's money. But I cook a lot. I cook really nice food. So we used to go out to dinners a lot more often, but I like to cook. So I just recreate the dishes that I love. And fancy dinners are something that I do once in a while now, not every day, because one, you gotta, it's a lot of food, and you want to save it for a special occasion, I think. You gotta dress up, and, sometimes you just want to eat some, cheap ramen. I like noodles. I just want some pad thai or udon or something, Once in a while is okay. Or sometimes, on a very rare occasion, burgers. I like hot dogs better. Your name in Chinese sounds like Lou, is it? The Viet ones, have G in it, N-G-O. Yeah. That's how they normally spell it. N-G-O. Yeah. Ken Jeong, stand up. That's an amazing. Oh, yeah? Ken Jeong, is that the one? I forgot. Is that the one from Hangover? The crazy guy?